Hello, hello, it's Wessel here, and thanks for joining me as I continue on my adventures in SnowRunner on hard mode. And today we're at day 31 here in Zurdania. We are moving along, but I don't know that we'll get a whole lot done today. A bit like yesterday. So we're sort of now at a stage where we've got lots of bits to do, but I don't know that we're actually going to achieve and finish anything. However, we will do our best and have a really productive day and get as much done as we can. Today, our focus is going to be on the seismic vibrator work that we need to do. I can't remember what the first contract is called. Nope, can't remember. I only just looked it up, but I can't remember. But we're going to be doing that seismic work, which is all in this map in Zurdanian Valley. We're going to use the Azov 7 and see how we go. Fingers crossed, we'll be fine. We'll see. Let's swoosh on over. You never know. It could only end well. It can end well. That's what it'll end, really well. Swoosh on over. Let's see what we can see. So we're just finishing the loading sequence now. And there we go. Excuse me. There we go. We are back in our magnificent Azov 7. I'm going to be taking it back to the garage and configuring it with a seismic vibration kit, whatever it is. And I'm hoping we'll be able to find the spots and the world will be a happy place. Fingers crossed. This could take quite a while. There's four, well, we'll get to it in a minute, but there's 4 spots to do our vibration work, and they're scattered all around this map, of course. That's the nature of our SnowRunner things. They usually make you travel around a bit to do these sorts of tasks. And I'm not unhappy to do them. It's always nice to do something other than cargo for a bit, and we'll come back to some cargo later on. Once we've done the vibratey bits, I'm thinking, as long as the Azov 7 is doing a good job, we'll stick to using it and do some medium logging so we can get some wooden planks and medium planks. And that then should open us up for pretty much, oh that's right, still leaves us with a whole lot of water things to do. I have to work out how we're going to do those. But we do have that water trailer up near the gateway. So it might well be that we end up being in a truck that we can put a water tanker on. I think the little Zix can have a water tanker on. Well, I'm sure that some of the other trucks we've got here, like the Voron, maybe in the Voron G, or the Taiga, maybe they can do water tanks too. I'll just have to check that later on, but that's getting way ahead of myself. Let's just come back here now and sort out our seismic vibrator work. And hopefully we'll be okay. Don't think we're going to need to do any more heavy crane work. Let's jump in here. No, not change the engine, you sausage. Grab our seismic vibrator. I don't think I need to change anything else. I've got everything pretty much as I want it. So we've got ourselves good. So let's change to the seismic vibrator contract. Stability check. All right. So we've got 4 sites. First site is 932 meters away. Second is 1954. Third is 1428, and fourth is 622. So let's sort of have a bit of a go. I have been a bit of a cheaty man and looked up MapRunner which is a great website if you're new to SnowRunner. You look up Map Runner on the web. It basically has all of the contracts and the tasks and everything to do with SnowRunner, including the seismic vibration tasks. So we will find that the first bit of seismic vibration work is somewhere over, oh, now I'm not sure, somewhere over here anyway, this sort of way, maybe even up here. How far is that? 17. That's too far. Oh, maybe it's only here then. 14. Oh, who knows? Anyway, we are going to go and see if we can find it. Rather than just sit there and fiddle, we're going to head over to that side of the map, because that's where the first site is. I probably should actually have a think about which path I'm going to take. Is it easier to go through the... Probably... Is it going to be easier to head up and over when you go past the metal beams plant? Or is it going to be easier to go around sort of the back when you're closer to the fuel site? And you'll see that the fourth site we're getting closer and closer to. The fourth site is sort of halfway here between us and the northern gateway, the northeastern gateway. It's over that way. But we will we'll come to that in a little bit. I'm going to try and do the first site first, for no good reason other than we can. I'm thinking I might have to go along. Pardon me, coping here. I think I might have to go along past the metal beams plant. I think that's going to be the best way to go. I might just quickly pull up and just have another double look at the map. So before I go turning one way or the other, let's just stop there, have a little look at the map, and try and work out where the heck we're supposed to be going. So it's kinda over this way. I don't know why I'm doing that. I don't need to do that. No, it's hiding. Hiding. It's kind of going to be somewhere up in here, I think. Somewhere up there. It looks like it might be the right sort of place, kind of, sort of, maybe. Somewhere there. Yeah, that's sort of the right sort of numbers, maybe there. Yeah, we're getting the right sort of numbers. Okay, so how are we going to get there? I think maybe it might be best to come down this way. And then I want to go on that road, don't I, really? So it's going to be quite tricky to get to. Quite tricky to get to. I think we're going to have to come up all the way from here, up this way. That's probably going to be the better way to go, probably. I don't know. A little bit hard to see. Yeah. Yep, I think we're going to come this way. We're going to come up towards this cliffside house. Right. So from here, we're going to follow the main road around, skadoodly doodle. Then I might go up and refuel from the generator trailer. That'll be good. And then either keep going around that way, but whichever way we go, eventually to go up here. Okay. So, yes, at least then we'll have fueled up from the generator trailer. So that's a good idea. Unfortunately, I don't get to carry extra fuel around with me on the Azov 7. don't know that I'll get this all done today. I imagine I probably won't. But I guess we'll just sort of see how it pans out as we go. We're effectively going to... And then once we've finished the fourth one, which again, I'm getting ahead of myself, but you know, all planning. Once we finish the fourth one, then I'm going to be ready to go into the other map to do the first of the seismic tasks over there. So I'm pretty sure there's a seismic task where you have to run around literally the swamp near the cement plant. So it's quite a small set of sites to scan. That will be tomorrow at best. I'm going past the turn off. I want to go up and get fuel from the generator trailer. And then I can either go along the little path and back that way, which is probably what I will do. Or I could have gone through the town storage and around the riverside. Either way would work. At least we'll be fueled up. Can't actually tow this trailer with the seismic add-on, but we can refuel from it. We'll go back the way we came, even though it's a little bit twisty-turny once we get off the main road. We should be okay. Okay, the other side. And here. I really don't want to tip this truck over either, because he's going to be out here a bit on his own, away from everyone else. Ooh, there we go. Right, so we're already closing in on this. I think I don't just take this first. No, sneaky peekies. We keep going around this one, yeah. Oh, sorry about that. Knocking over your milk bottles or whatever they are. Gas canisters? I don't know. So we just go to the other side of this bridge and then turn left. Yeah, pretty sure we haven't been up this path. I don't think we came this way when we were first scouting, did we? See, we're closing in pretty quickly on our first site. In fact, we're now going further away from it. Oh no. Okay. closer and closer. Still a little bit too far away from it though. We're getting very close. That's nice. Alright, shall we try and take an action shot of us doing our seismic vibration work, if I can get my fingers to work? So basically I'm going to pause it in the middle of doing the seismic work. How do I do seismic work? It was a square. Stop. Can't remember how to do seismic work. How do you do seismic work? Ooh, show damage? No, that's not it. Let's put the settings and controls. Nope. HUD, crane, yes. Back. I don't remember how to... do seismic. Ah, I had to be within 0. Okay, now I remember how to do seismic. So I'm set for a quick photo there. So I'll do seismic and photo. Okay, well clearly that didn't work because I don't know what I'm doing, so I'll just take a photo anyway. Okay, so after that, right, so that was pretty successful despite me not knowing how to actually do seismic work. Let's see if we can get ourselves out of here, because the next spot we want to go to is way down here, somewhere down about there. Yeah, about there. And the best way I'm probably going to get from here to there is pretty much, I guess we could follow this path, but it doesn't easily get us back onto the main road. And I kind of want to get on the main road so I can come and fuel up again and then come back through there. So I don't think I really want to take these little back ways all the time. However, we might start by going down this wiggly woggly back way. Or can I? Yes, I'm going to come back this way. Right, so we're going to... Might I just run down here? Oh, that big rock might be a bit of a pain. But if I could run down here and then either... Oh, no, and then back down the way we came, basically. So let's have a look at that big rock. How bad are you? Don't look too horrible. What do we think? Is that traversable? Once we get down there? No, this is too much like when I fell over a few days ago. And I was trying to take a leap down a very steep ravine in the Zix 566A. I think my ability to go down steep places is very limited. And this thing is quite top heavy. Well, it's actually medium. I'm much better off with the boring little scaredy cat and try and find the road. Where is the road? Dude, it's a tight corner. Didn't notice it being that tight coming up. Oh, hate that. Oh. We were in reverse, so it meant that I didn't actually have confidence to use the brakes, because using the brakes would have been to use the accelerator. So, yeah, that was scary. So we're just going to come back down the way we came, get ourselves back on the main road, go around the main road, fuel up at the fuel station, and then head down the train line. Get to the second spot. We might not even need to fuel up at the fuel station. We might just go straight there. Let's see how we go with fuel. Obviously, if we can avoid going to the fuel station, that's a little step out of our way we don't need to do. I don't know what this truck's going to be like on the train lines. I don't think we've taken this one on the train lines yet. I reckon it should be pretty good. It should be wide enough to not be on the tracks. We will see when we get there. The only bad thing about this truck is its big nose. Its big chin, I should say. Other than that, it's a mighty truck. We haven't used it since a Mure, when we put it away in disgust because it just couldn't handle all the bumps and rocks and nasty things in a Mure. But, it's a very strong truck and is capable of lots and lots of add-ons. Very versatile. And pretty fuel efficient, actually. So the second site that we're heading towards is way down in the very southwest corner of the map, right at the very bottom corner. And then the third one is sort of in the southeast. So after we've done this second one, we'll come back, refuel at the fuel station, and then come across more towards the train station. It's sort of not far from the train station, between there and the farm, or something like that, along the path we don't like to go along. And then the final one is up nearer the gateway, is in the northern gateway, not the southern one. So, skadoodle around the main road, and everything will be good. As you can see, our blue marker is pretty closely mirroring the actual distance that we need to go to, because we've got it pretty much in the right spot. Past the 4-iron AE that I was at one stage thinking of using for this contract. It would, I don't know, I reckon the 4-iron AE would be able to do this as well. But I figured, given I had the Azov 7 and I haven't used it much, let's give it a bit of a run. There. no idea how much fuel we're going to need to go the end of the train line. I'm kind of figuring as long as I've got more than 200 litres I should be fine. So obviously it's going to use a bit more fuel than we are on the bitumen. When you're on the main line we'll use a little bit more. It shouldn't be as much as we would use when we're fighting our way through mud though. We're going to go through the food factory, food processing place, whatever it's called, where we have our freezers. Pop out back where the train line is. We've still got 250 litres, so that should be enough to get us to the end of the train line and back. I'm just going to pull up though and have a quick look at the map. See what the best way is to get there. Right, so we can go through here and we can sort of take this windy path, which will almost get us there and sort of takes us off up here, which we don't want to do. Or we can come through and go along the train line, which is what I'm going to do. So we need to come through and up the hill. Straight through here and then turn right. Blocks. No, it's not quite as wide as I thought it was, as in the truck isn't, so we'll end up running with one wheel on, one wheel off, one set on, one set off. What we bumped into there, but obviously something was enough to upset the suspension. Let's go, bring that number down. We're heading straight for it. Within 150 metres of it. Pull off the train line. There. Pretty cool. Okay, so that's the second site done. Now we're going to head back, head to the fuel station, fuel up, and we'll keep going around to the third spot. It's just past the train station, I think. We're doing pretty well actually so far. Hopefully good progress will continue. Noticeably slow down when you're actually on the rails. It'll be half on, half off. So we can't go all the way through because the carriages are there. We can go back through where we came. Chin. So we didn't really need that much fuel at all for going down to the end of the train line. It's okay because we will top up anyway. Cruise on over to the third site. It's just starting to get a bit dark. Up. Now let's have a look at where the third one is. Where's the third site? I think it's over here. Spin you around so you're facing north. I'm not 100% sure about this one, but I think it's sort of, yes, I think it's there at that sort of top of that. Yeah, I think that's right. How does that look? 524, 519. Yeah, so it's going to be up there somewhere. Near enough. Okay, so that's where we're heading. So we're going to come through here and then along that path. Oh, and then along that path. Ooh, okay. That should be all right. Definitely helps to know where you're going. If you don't know where you're going, this would be so much harder. I mean, you can sort of see where you're going because basically we're heading in the right general direction, but it doesn't give you the fine distance changes that you might need to know as you get closer. But we sort of know it's over this way because the numbers are going down. going up again. So it looks like I've gone past the closest point on this road. And that's where it gets tricky. If you don't know where you're going, it's like, well, you tend to want to try to straight line everything. Because that's never going to work. And go this way and then turn back here. Needless to say, we have not been along this path before. So we are going in the right general direction. Whoa, steady. Now, I think now is where we turn left, isn't it? Yes. So this is where you would get it, well, potentially get it wrong if you didn't know where to go. Because you'd probably keep coming along this road until you got to here. And then by the time you get to here, you realise you've gone past it. So you'd have to come back and then come up this other way. But luckily, we're cheaters. We're cheaty people. And now we have to go this way. Rocky climbing to do. We're almost there. There you go. Oh, it's a pity it's not light. It'll be a very nice picture, that one. So there's the third spot, so that's good. And then we look for the fourth spot. And I think the fourth spot, except in original, fourth spot is, and turn it so it's north, please, is up here, way up here. And it's, I'm guessing, I'm not 100% on this one. I reckon it's probably around about there, actually. What's that? Yeah, can't see the numbers. What do you, if I go up to there? 1249. 1258. Yeah, it's gonna be in there somewhere. In there somewhere? I think in there somewhere anyway. Somewhere there. It's not perfect, but it's pretty close, I think. Yeah, at least that's where I'm going to roughly be heading. So to get there, it's quite a run. From here, we're going to have to go back the little road we came. Much as I don't really want to, we'll probably go along this path. All the way along. All the way along. All the way along. Fuel station, main road. And oh yeah, we kick up here. But I think we'll keep going all the way through and backing up this road to there. So that's the cunning plan. I like that plan. It's a good plan. Let's not crash. Gee, it's dark. So we turn around. Get back the way we came. At least we haven't had to go way into the bush, into amongst the trees and fight our way through to find the seismic points yet. Most of them have been either on a road or near a road. Where's the path? Over there. There's the path. So hard to see in the dark. On that way. Oh, you're right around there. Sneaky peeky. I think we've made a good choice in truck for this. The Azov 7 is doing a really good job. Probably a bit of overkill. But I prefer that to struggling along. Plow through this muddy bit. Hopefully to the final point. Good hand. Get me out of that mud. Along the top of this little beat. And work our way through to the fuel plant. Which way do we go here? We go... I don't know which way. No, that way. Right. I should mark out on the map which way I'm going, so otherwise I will get lost, because I'm pretty silly. Actually, let's go there and make a choice which way we want to go. I think by the time I get to there, I should know where I am. It is easy to get a little bit lost on these paths in the dark, particularly when you don't come down them very much. She goes. Yes, and that's the field I'll often go through when I come from the fuel plant. I kind of know where I am now. Ooh, that's a bigger hit than I thought it would have. Didn't even do any damage. It just bonked. Right. Now we're back to the fuel plant, so I know where I am. We can then head up the main road as if we're going to the gateway. And turn off up to where we found that water trailer. All sorts of things at the start. It should be pretty close to there. It's definitely doing some of these work sites is worth its weight in usefulness. You use the main roads then as your main arterial to get around the whole map. Whereas if we'd not cleared those work sites, particularly that one just back there, and the one on the main road on the way to the fuel station, it would definitely add to our woes. So we're just going to head over as if we're going to the gateway, then turn back. No, not this one. Next one. That's the one that you would come out of if I'd kept going along the path rather than jumping off. This is where we went to go and get the water trailer. The easiest. Don't like that one there either. Just I'm not doing much at all there. I'm just literally letting the truck just sit and calm itself. That got really messy very quickly, didn't it? Okay. Obviously that's a nice connection point. We'll have that one. Get ourselves right up against the wall. Because I don't want to fall off that rock like I did the first time. Are we there? We're so close to being there. $12 meters. 13. 14. So we're going up now. Let's just stop for a second. Stop for a second. Yeah, just pull up there. We are super close. So we are 14 meters away. I reckon it's on that little I don't know, it might literally be there where I am now. It's 15 meters away. Yeah, let's try and go in there. We need to go more that way, so that's what's making me think it's in there. Oh, a sneaky one. There you go. Alright. Start. There we go. Oh, that is so cool. Too cool for school. We are happy chickens. That completes. Well done. Measurements been taken correctly. Engineers can plan their work accurately. Well-deserved reward for your help is waiting for you. 13,500 credit. Thank you very much. Alright, that could have gone a lot worse. So, we'll try and turn around. Go back the way you came, because the next seismic job, I'm pretty sure, is in the other map. So let me just stop there and check. Have we got any seismic things? Water, and that's not seismic. No. 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 So yeah, we've opened all these ones up now. Still got a few to go there though. What about the other? Oops. None of those. Are there any of these ones that are seismic? I don't think so. Ooh, minerals in the ground. Yes, that one is, but we can't do that yet a while. Okay. But on the other map, I am absolutely sure that there is a contract. So we're going to gingerly and carefully come back this way without getting on the wrong side of that rock, because that's pretty scary. Right, then we're going to head over into the other map. Because there is certainly a seismic task near the gateway on the other side of the map. Let's head on through. I can't remember what it's called, but there's it's not a contract, it's a task. And it's basically to scan near the what's it called? In the swamp. I just got to remember what it is, and I don't remember what it is because my memory is very pathetic. Rightio. So that's cool. So let's just have a look at our tasks. I'm sure it's one of these. Secrets buried in the soil. That's the one. So let's set for that. And I've just got a woofy puppy. So while we get ourselves in the right order, there we go. So secrets buried in the soil. These are all swamp checkpoints. So they're going to be around in here somewhere. But I've just got to go and sort out my little woofy puppy, and then we'll just about be done. Okie dokie. Puppies are happy again. Everything's good. We've only got a couple of minutes left now, I think, but we are going to go and find these spots. Now you can see that they're all quite close. They're all within a fairly small number of meters, so they're not very far away. And they're all down here in this swampy area, I think. I think we're just going to sort of head in and hope for the best. So we're finding that second one at the moment. Let's see how this goes. close. Within 0.2. Oh, there we go. Yep, we got it. Alright, so that's the first one. Then I should check the time, because as you can see, it is very light. How are we going for time? 6:30. Okay, we've got a few minutes yet. So that's the first one, 91 metres. So let's sort of go this way. 7. I'm right around the right sort of spot, aren't I? That's pretty good. We got 348. I reckon that's probably back up this way a bit more. Hmm. 148. Might be right up here. I don't know. Anyway, that's a long way, so let's have a bit of a go at finding it. So 350, we're going the wrong way. Bit muddy. Don't really know where I'm going, so I'm sort of just guessing. We don't seem to be going any closer now. I should be careful, we're probably out of time. This is the sort of thing, you just sort of watching that little number get smaller and smaller, and time just flies by. I reckon we're probably, unfortunately, going to have to stop in the wrong way. We're going to go that way. Right. Well, we still have a little bit of time. So we definitely want to be over, sort of over here somewhere. Oh, further, 210. Yeah, somewhere there. That's more where we're heading. So let's... We've got no time left, really. We won't be able to make it all the way there. Come around a bit. And we'll make it pretty quickly tomorrow. Just on this grassy bit. That's probably going to be safer to stop there like that. 802, right, look at that. Engine off. We'll stop there. Wow. So we managed to finish the first seismic vibrator contract, and we are well through the second one, or the task. So that's gonna get us a fair way through our seismic work. There is that one contract that we're gonna have to do much later on, but for the moment that might be it for seismic stuff. So tomorrow we should be able to find this last spot, and then we'll head back to the garage and probably configure as a medium log truck and get some logs going. so we can then start to deliver some wooden planks and medium planks. Anyway, though, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed. A bit of a different one today, doing our seismic work. So that was fun. So thanks for watching, and hopefully you'll join me again tomorrow as we continue on the adventures in SnowRunner. That's it for today, though. Bye-bye.